I've always felt that failure is not an option, that I knew that I was going to own my own business. I knew that it was going to be event planning and wedding planning because it's my passion, something I absolutely love.
Indeed, it's Cynthia Tucker's undying love for event planning, which has led to 4 years of steady growth for her Ladybug Productions. What exactly does Ladybug Productions do?
Ladybug Productions is a special event and wedding planning company where I have clients that are nonprofit, corporate, as well as private individuals that sometimes will hire me to put a private party on for 8 people or weddings.
Prior to starting her own business, Cynthia enjoyed success at Disney, then literally landed a dream job, an in-house position planning events for DreamWorks. But all that would soon be trumped by divine intervention.
The pastor was anointing everyone, and I prayed at the altar, Lord, is this my time to start Ladybug Production? And 2 weeks later, I feel Spirit spoke to me, and I turned in my resignation and started my company on my birthday, September 27, 2000.
Cynthia, how did your experiences working for Disney and DreamWorks prepare you to take that entrepreneurial leap?
I was interacting with Steven Spielberg, with Jeffrey Katzenberg, a lot of the high-level execs there, putting on events for them, and I would oftentimes just stand back and see how they worked, how they networked. And having that experience in that corporate structure then allowed me to know how I was going to run my business.
For Cynthia, working from home gives her a big advantage.
I like the fact of not having a high operational overhead. My mortgage is also what I would be paying rent if I was to have an actual office. And I actually like my home.
However, in the beginning, clients weren't exactly beating down the door. At one point, Cynthia started to succumb to self-doubt and sent out her resume.
And I didn't get one phone call. Not one. And I knew the job market was tough, but I just thought my resume was going to stand out because of the experience that I had, and I didn't get one phone call, and I think it was intentional. It was when I was at my lowest that I turned towards my picture frame that I'd shared that has the ladybugs that said, "Trust in God," and I felt I had not trusted in God like He wanted me to do. He wanted me to start Ladybug Production, doing what I love, and I lost trust in Him. When I got that trust back is when my company picked back up.
What has been the largest event to date in terms of size, scale, production that you have produced now?
I'd say one of the largest ones that I worked on and really enjoyed doing was the Lifetime TV show that I did called the I Do Diaries, my sister's wedding. Tasha?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Cynthia.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you.
You know, everybody wants to get that $1 million event, that Trista and Ryan event from The Bachelor. How do you convince a client that you can handle an event of that magnitude?
I think experience speaks for itself. I tell a lot of my students, I also teach wedding planning and event planning, that experience is what's going to get anyone over in this industry. Minus the fact that I've only been in business for 4 years, I've been doing events for over 10 years. So that speaks in and of itself.
How have your gross revenues grown from the beginning to now?
This is a good question. When I left DreamWorks, I thought that I was going to be making the same amount of money that I did my first year. I was very, very optimistic and actually made 1/3 of that my very first year. So it was a humbling experience that I feel that I needed to go through. And since then, my revenues have actually picked up so that I'm making more than what I used to do, what I used to make at DreamWorks.
The Ladybug website has been a cornerstone for the marketing of Cynthia's business. Some of her clients have even come from overseas.
The internet has been really great because I also have a public relations background. I have my degree in communications. I know how to produce PR. So I've been in Ebony magazine. I've been in several publications where I've just promoted myself. I send the press kit and promote myself that way.
Not only is Ladybug Productions the name of her company, Cynthia says the moniker has a more personal significance. It was bestowed on her by her mother.
She said, when you're ready to start your company, your event planning company, and this is while I was still in high school and college, you should call it Ladybug Productions. And I said, come on, Mom, I need a mature name. It sounds like I do children's events. Nothing wrong with children's events, but I need a mature name like Platinum Events. Yeah. And she said, no, your company should reflect who you are, and that's who you are. You're Ladybug. You're my Ladybug. So I kept the name Ladybug Production, and it's the best branding I've ever received because when people hear Ladybug Production, they've seen a business card, they know that it's my company.